No Puedes Jugar Boxeo es presentado por J&E, tu mejor opción para toda remodelación en Las Vegas, Nevada. 702-994-1924. Ponte tu SEYER, los mejores guantes orgullosamente mexicanos, desde 1930 vistiendo los puños de los campeones y ahora disponibles para ti en SEYERSports.com. Ponte tu SEYER. Alycia, thanks for your time. It's a blessing to see you here. And I'm still like, oh my God, what a fight. It was a really hot fight. Thanks for taking the time.
Yeah, absolutely. And thank you. It was a great fight.
Yeah.
I would say it was one of my favorite fights. The build-up was awesome. You know, I had such a great rival.
Yep.
You know, I was fighting the golden girl, to say the least. And
Yeah.
it was just a long time coming. I put a lot of work to get here. And I'm just blessed to be the unified champion of the world.
When did you realize that that fight became a personal fight? It was personal.
Yeah, it was
Right.
personal. I would say, you know, from the beginning, from the
Yeah.
amateurs.
Oh,
I've always wanted to fight her, and I never
Yeah.
got the chance. And so, you know, I went under the radar, and she was in the light. So
Yeah.
I was able to work my way to have that fight. And you know, you have to appreciate fighters like that.
Yeah.
You know, who work hard for that. So when she started discrediting me, you know, that's when it started to get personal. You always respect a fighter.
What is the most important thing that moves you, motivates you in order to conquer all the titles and beat Mikaela?
Yeah, what motivates me is, you know, what I'm good at and what I
Yeah.
know that I'm capable of doing.
Okay.
You know, I've been boxing for a very long time. I have a God-given talent, and it's important that I use my talent to the best of my ability and
Beautiful.
never take any shortcuts.
Nice. There's a song on the top of the world. Do you feel that when you start jumping, celebrating? Because as soon they announce that you conquered all the titles, how's the feeling?
Yeah, it's like you're floating.
Yeah.
You know, you worked so hard to get to that moment, and it feels like I've been swimming and I'm underwater. So when they called my name, it was just like a deep breath. Like I came up for my breath of fresh air, and I'm like, oh, I did it again.
Yeah. You didn't notice, but as soon as you start remembering the moment, your eyes are like brilliant, like bright, right?
Yeah, no, it was just, you know, you just remember the hard work that you put in day after day after day. And so when you're at that big stage in a big moment in London, you know, this quote unquote one of my biggest fights, you know, not a lot of people know who I was. So winning this fight was just legendary. I made history that night.
Could you describe this beautiful moment or golden era of woman boxing? Because I totally respect our warriors. By the way, I'm from Mexico. Jackie Nava, Barbie Juarez, you name it. But now, when you talk about Clarissa, Alycia Baumgardner, even Mikaela, because it was a good fight. I mean, how's the feeling? Because I truly believe this world of boxing is a kind of like macho boxing, you know? They don't respect women.
Right. You know, I believe that women are making their statement. They're making, you know, they're showing up.
Yeah.
And the door's not being closed because we're pushing it open. And
Definitely.
if we continue to work hard and put on great fights, you know, they're going to want women on the card. We put on great fights, and I just believe that we've been pushing through adversity. Even though it is male-dominated, we still belong. And we made that statement not once, but many times.
So many times. Amanda Serrano, you know what I mean? Jamie Mercado, I mean, it's great. Let me ask you this, because we are in the middle of the World Boxing Council event, 60th anniversary. How is your definition of Mexican boxing?
I love it. You know, there's so much history. You can't talk about boxing without talking about Mexican fighters.
It's a religion for us.
Absolutely. Listen, I wore my WBC shirt in the airport.
Yeah.
So everybody just recognizes it, and I love that because they know the sport of boxing.
Of course.
And when
we love
people
it.
know boxing, it makes you feel good because this is what I do for a living.
Definitely. You have any Mexican favorite fighter?
Canelo
Alvarez. This is really sad for me to say that so many Mexicans, they don't recognize Canelo. they say that he receives everything for free. That's sad, right? Even in Mexico, some Mexican idiots they don't recognize Canelo.
You know, if anything, boxing is very opinionated, so we can't speak on another man's life. But what I do know is that he's worked hard to get in the position that he's in. And, you know, blessings come along, opportunities come along, and, you know, you give that man that grace to say he belonged, and he worked for it.
You have haters?
Absolutely, all the time.
So you know the feeling?
Yeah, I do. And that's okay, because not everyone's going to like you, you know,
Okay.
and that's okay. That motivates me as well.
Yep.
You know, to think that you don't believe in me and I make you into a believer is a good feeling.
You need to show to the world that they are wrong, right?
Yeah.
Prove them wrong.
Prove them wrong, yeah.
Yep. Okay, 2 more questions because he's really busy. He's one of the biggest stars in the world of boxing. If you ask to the girl, little tiny girl, Alycia, what can you tell to this little girl that at some point dreams to be number one? Remember that girl?
Yes. You know, I would tell a young girl like myself is to keep pushing through.
Yeah.
You know, have blinders on. You're going to have a lot of distractions. You're going to have a lot of things coming your way. But when you have blinders and you only see yourself and your path, and you believe in yourself and you pray and you execute, you know, the hard work is going to pay off.
Yeah.
Who cares if you get a no? The next person will say yes.
Yeah.
Then just living as an instrument.
But you like music.
Oh, I love music.
Define what is the music for you.
Music is rhythm. Boxing is rhythm. So
You have rhythm, by the way.
Oh yeah. So if you know how to dance, you can dance in the ring.
Yeah. Your country, how's the feeling?
It's amazing. You know, we're still breaking barriers. We're still making history.
Yeah.
And I'm just excited to be a part of a movement for women's boxing and boxing itself.
Definitely. And finally, if you can send a message, not only for the boxing world, but for the people who are starting something in any single situation, that do you believe that if you dream it, you can reach it, right?
If you dream it, believe it, you can do it all. But if anything, have discipline. You have to have discipline in life.
Okay.
And when you have discipline and you're dedicated to what you want to do, great things will come from that. Now, it won't be easy because it's never easy.
I know.
But those tough times build you as a person, and growth is important in life.
Yep. Finally, something to Mikaela. He's talking on Twitter. What do you have to say?
Keep being a salty bitch.
Okay, that's good. No puedes jugar boxeo. How's it going? Let's close in Spanish, please. Could you repeat after me? No puedes jugar boxeo.
Boxeo.
Okay, one, no puedes jugar boxeo.
No puedes, wait, what?
No puedes jugar boxeo.
Boxeo.
It means you cannot play boxing, and all my respect because you're a warrior. Not too many people are willing to do something in the ring.
Amen.
Right? Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Number one, thank you.
Si te gustó nuestro contenido, suscríbete a nuestro canal de YouTube. Y si no te gustó, también. No puedes jugar boxeo.